Hey guys, Dominic here. I know I've been late on my reviews lately, and I'm going to start doing them every Monday again. So therefore there'll be a review up today, and every Monday from now on. I'm sorry about being, absent from reviews for a while. I posted a couple videos here and there over the last month. It's been kind of dull, and I'm sorry about that. And I was trying to figure out a new day to do it and a new schedule to be more accurate with the video uploads. There will be videos other than just Mondays popping up. I'll probably do about 3 or 4 today, and hopefully upload them because I haven't done them in a while, and there's a lot of films I'll really talk about. To start off with the, new review series, like a fresh start, I'd like to talk about the film The Artist. Now this film, yes, is a silent film and it is shot in black and white. It was an independent film that I was actually glad to see come to the theater I go to a lot, because they don't always carry the independent films or the low budget films that are more popular, like My Week with Marilyn. It wasn't the AMC I go to, like Crazy wasn't the AMC I go to, so I was pretty excited to see that this film was there. Because at first I'd heard about it, I didn't really know anything about it. I actually didn't know really much about the film at all until I went and seen it. I just know it won the Cannibals Best Picture Film Festival. It was nominated for a lot of Academy Awards, and it got nominated for like the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the Directors Guild of America Awards, the Golden Globe Awards. It got nominated for a lot. And then I went and seen this film, and going in, I didn't know it was a silent film. So I didn't know really what to expect of the film at all. And usually when you go into a film not knowing what to expect at all, it kind of is a good thing, because you don't hold your expectations. You don't hold a high expectation of the film. But at the same time, you don't know what to expect, so it could be, I don't know. I do sometimes like going into a film not knowing what to expect, because therefore I don't have my hopes up for a film and then it just not be as what I expected it to be. But sometimes I do like to know a little bit about the film before going in. But I have to say, even though knowing nothing about the film going in, I was really excited to see the film. And this film is about a silent actor who's a star in the silent ages. It took place in 1927, and then as the talkies come around, it was how he faded out. And it was also about a relationship between him and a cameo actress that he once helped out on her debut in a silent film, and then she became a big film that starred in the talkies. And it's also about their relationship and how he tried to cope with the fact that he was no longer a star, and he was one of the biggest silent film actors, and then when the talkies came around, they kind of pushed him to the side. And if you know your film history, this actually happened to a lot of actors who were in the silent films. When the talkies came around, a lot of them went for the talkies, and a lot of them, they tried to do talkies, and people didn't like their voice. They thought like some of them had to be more manly. And so after I took a film history class, and I learned about the silent era, and it teaches you more to respect what the silent era has to offer. And we watched numerous silent films actually in the film class, and I watched a few here at home, and for fun. And it kind of shows you what the silent era had to offer. And this film, I'd have to say, is definitely my favorite silent film. It used to be the Phantom of the Opera, the original, the 1925 version, or the 26 version, whatever the original was. And that was actually my favorite silent film because I've seen this one. And this definitely was a really good film. I can't say it's my dream to see a silent film in theaters, on the big screen, but I'm definitely glad I went and seen it. It was really worth the experience, and definitely a film to check out in my opinion. The acting was good. It wasn't, it wasn't like you'd expect. The silent era, you thought, when a few films I've seen in class, it was very loud expressions, the real out there, like, I guess you'd call it stage acting, like, it wasn't like that. The acting, at some points in the film, you didn't know exactly how to interpret it, because in a silent film, the acting is more important, because you're showing everything off emotion. There's no dialogue, so you really can't see what's going on. It's more emotional to try to gather what the character is trying to say. And I thought the acting was well done in that part. There was a few scenes where I really didn't know what they were trying to portray, what it was they were trying to portray, simply because you have a few flashcards that say a couple lines. If you've ever seen a silent film, you'll see a few flashcards that say like 1 or 2 lines here and there. It's not often that comes through, and it kind of makes it difficult to see. Sometimes there was one part of the film where I thought a different emotion than what the actor was portraying after reading the flashcard that came up after he said what he said. So yes, it is a little difficult to follow sometimes, and it's not always the best, type of film as silent films. I'm not going to say I'm a huge fan of silent films, but I did like this film a lot, and I definitely say I had to give the film at least a 9 out of 10 stars. It was definitely very well done. It told a very intriguing story, and I feel like overall it was very well directed. It really told a great story. It was very well written. I feel, now, is this film a great achievement in filmmaking? Well, do I think it deserves to win the Oscars to get nominated for? Yes and no. I feel that, it definitely is a film that you don't see often. It's not one that you would see often or most likely at all anymore. And that's why I think it deserves a lot of recognition, but at the same time, I feel that it is also very underrated. Simply because a lot of people don't appreciate what the film has to offer as far as, explaining. It's more of an art house film, especially it's an art house film. It's really trying to explain what filmmaking came from. Because nowadays, a lot of films, most people go to see films that have a lot of action. Your visual is pretty much what you go see in cinema. So, a lot of films like Avatar, which is visually stunning, a great piece of filmmaking, is visually stunning. That's not what this film is. It's not a visually stunning film. I have to say, for being a black and white sound film, it was very well done. And again, you need to know what you're going into, so you know what to expect of the film. And I think that's what a lot of people didn't expect. So Mom was telling me she heard the radio about the film, and I told her what I went and saw. She said, a lot of people, were walking out requesting their money back because it was a silent film. And I think a lot of people went in misunderstanding what the film was. And unless I took the film history classes, and I'm, interested in taking other film appreciation classes, which also, kind of show you what the film has to offer as far as where filmmaking has came from and, what we have today and how it really evolved. So that's why I really like the film. And I will say this film is not for everybody, so I would not say I recommend this film for everybody to see, because it's not a film everybody should see. Because a lot of people I don't think will appreciate what the film has to offer simply because they're not that, into the silent era. I'm not a big fan of the silent era. There were quite a few films I did like from the silent era that I thought definitely played a big role in, film today, like the Ben-Hur, the original 1925 version. That played a big role in cinema, I feel, because, the remake, William Wyler did in 1959 was astonishing. That won 11 Academy Awards, which is one of 3 films to ever do so. And I feel that without the 1925 silent film, that actually William Wyler, the director of the 1959 remake, was the assistant director of, there would have been no, 1959 Ben-Hur, which was historically a great piece of filmmaking. Therefore, I feel that the film has a lot to offer, and it really teaches us where film has, came from, and how it, how it evolved, more or less, to where it is today. And that's why I think this film, more or less, deserves the Best Picture and the Best Director, all the nominations it got. And I'm really looking forward to watching the Oscars to see which film which film wins what awards. And I definitely have to say, if you're really into your film history, and you're really interested to see where film came from and where it all started out, definitely see the movie. It's definitely a really cool film. I can't recommend it for everybody, like I said, because I don't think everybody's gonna like the film. I really personally enjoyed it. But, if you've seen the film, I'm really interested in your feedback on the film. So if you've seen it, please comment below. Let me know what you thought of the film. As always, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and like. Comment, tell me what you thought of this video. And definitely what you thought of the film. I'm really interested in your responses. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.